live at Rizal Memorial to give a little post-mortem of a 2-all draw between the Philippines and Indonesia. The Philippines are making their traditional walk around to thank the fans, and Oktovianus, what a super speed and great finishing there by Wangay.
That's right, great skill there from Okto, sending the ball faster defense straight to the head of Patrick Wangay, who put his head there in superb header. You know, for you to have the timing for that pass and to score a goal, I mean, Phil's confidence is there. So unfortunately for our defense, they were caught off guard. You can see Rob here right in front of Wangay, and Neil Etheridge not really getting a touch on that ball.
You know, I love how Wangay repositioned the ball into the corner of the net where Neil just had no chance at it. And there, the mistake on the defense, and James Younghusband, clinical finish into the old onion bag.
That's right. Defensive lapse there just within the 2 minutes from the goal of Patrick Wangay. James Younghusband puts it right past the goalkeeper and scores the equalizer for the Philippines.
Then things got even stranger. Minutes later, look at the long speculative ball that goes straight to Irfan Bakdim. He's off to the races, and a great finish against Neil.
That's right. Definitely composure and experience for Irfan Bakdim. Pushes it in front.
Nutmeg. Parang nutmeg, ah.
Was it? There, we take another look. Irfan gets to the box. And it's hard to say, but it gets past, Neil Etheridge just gets a touch on that ball, but speed for Irfan Bakdim. This is the equalizer. Long ball from Dennis Cagari from a spot kick. James Younghusband sends it, sets up Phil Younghusband. Simple, composed touch, straight to the goal for the equalizer for the Philippines.
Time has to slow down sometimes when you're a striker, and it did for Phil. He was so patient, controlled the ball, shifted it down, and then goofed it into the net to send this crowd into rapture once again. Through all is your final. And of course, the real drama coming just before that when we saw the red cards getting handed out. Our statistics, well, this is surprising. The Philippines way ahead in shots.
Again, Philippines 15 shots against Indonesia's 4, 10-3 on shots on goals, with the Philippines having 10 corners against the 4 of Indonesia. But we getting the 2 red cards for sending Chiffy Kaligdong and Manny Ott off the pitch, with 1 red card for Indonesia, with Irfan Bakdim getting that red card with the squabble when there was a foul on Misa Bahadoran. So again, first half, Bob, we were dominating in possession. We had many opportunities, but it's a totally different story in the second half.
That's right. Lots of action, lots of goals. We will take another break. Don't go away. More post-game analysis after this.
Against a very tough team in Indonesia.
Well, I think that was a very exciting match in front of our home crowd, almost sold-out stadium. So I'm very happy with the test, and I'm very happy that our team was, even with the 9 field players only striking back and getting this draw at the end. We had clearly more chances than the opponent. Our keepers almost didn't touch the ball, but we were unlucky and we were caught on the break. So I think we would have deserved the victory, but it wasn't supposed to be, so we have to rectify our mistakes. But I can give a clapping hand to my players. Both teams in the first and second half fought very bravely. James, Phil and Lucena coming in, changing the match into a more offensive setup. I'm not unhappy.
Coach, you mentioned the word test, and we noticed an unusual start. You did not start with Etheridge. You did not start with the Younghusband brothers. In the second half, you brought all 3 in together with Jerry Lucena. How did you come about with this game plan or this strategy that you wanted to mix things up a bit?
You see, we have 6 months left until this very big tournament, which has a very prestige here in the Southeast Asian region. So I have to test players who are here. I have to test new players. For example, the keeper. If Neil Etheridge would not be available in December and we were to have a semi-final against Indonesia here in front of the home crowd, I have to see how we cope with the situation. So the same refers to new players like Dennis Wolf, Mulders, almost didn't play in the stadium. So I know what James, Phil and Neil are capable of doing, so I have to give others also a chance. And we have to also try to get more competition in the group. Before we had 11 players, now we have 20 players. Imagine a player like Misak Paradoran, fantastic joker and sub. This is what I want. People who can change the match. We didn't have that so much before.
Talk about, Coach, your two goal scorers. The two brothers seem to always play well with each other. They seem to know where they are on the field at all times. Talk about the chemistry they have and the way that this brushes off with the morale of the whole team on the field.
Yeah, I mean, James and Phil are pillars in Philippine football. There is no doubt about it. But if we only rely on them too heavily, we might have a problem here and there. So we must mix things up and try to play better football. We were caught on the break in our own home stadium. That means we had 80% of ball possession, and that is a different soccer that the Philippines were playing 2 years ago, solely focusing on defending. Now we play football, but we are not yet there where I want, and I think we can go much further. So if I have the team for 6 months now, I see the team really going far in the Suzuki Cup.
All right, next match, Coach, we're playing Guam in Bacolod. It's a little bit different there in terms of the intensity of the fans, you may have heard. But what do you expect? What do you plan to do? It's not as strong as Indonesia and Malaysia. Do you plan to do a little bit more experimenting as well to try to see what you can get out of your boys?
I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I will test other players, but I want to go with a very strong squad, and I want to work on cohesion with the top players. I will give one or the other player a chance, but basically the top team will play. So the team we saw in the second half will be probably in the starting lineup. So we will have a very strong team, and we will play a fantastic match in Bacolod, I'm very sure.
All right, thanks so much, Coach, and well done. Good job. Thank you, Coach. That's Coach Hans Michael Weiss. Bob?